Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ronke Wild. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Today I want to talk about how to handle requests for brain pickings, or when someone literally asks you, I'd like to pick your brains, please. As a business owner and entrepreneur, especially in a service-based industry, I tend to get asked to have my brains pricked quite frequently. Although not actually, let me be honest, not as much as I used to. I think because I've really asserted my boundaries, and that's one of the first things to remember when somebody wants to pick your brains, is to reassert your boundaries. Like make sure that your boundaries are made clear. I think what people often do, especially when you have a small organization, or people could be time wasters. People can try and get as much as they can for free, and that's a human condition. Nothing wrong with trying your luck because you might be lucky, but I think it's really important that people understand that they have to respect individuals' times, business owners' times, entrepreneurs' times, especially when it comes to advice and consultation. So the first thing I want you to remember is make sure when someone sends you a message via email or direct message, the first thing you need to do is to ask them whether they've reviewed any of your resources. So for example, I have a YouTube channel and I have a website with a blog, and if quite often their question might be answered already via one of my videos or on my website, so they can find the answer there. And as politely, or sometimes be polite, because of reputation. I'm in PR, so be polite. But some people, like to push it. So if you have to be firm too. So, I always redirect people and say, look, if you might find the answer to this somewhere else here on my website or whatever. I also have consultations that are, you pay a fee for. And so I usually send a link to one of those consultations. So if you don't already have that as part of your business offering, you might want to consider having that as an offer, as an offering. And so setting that up and say, look, 15 minutes is X amount, right? And you've got to remember that quite often people are asking to pick your brains because they do want some kind of advice or research that actually should be paid for. Now, there is a caveat. There are certain times and instances where I've allowed individuals to pick my brains purely because, one, it could be a charitable organization. So I feel that I want to offer some of my guidance at no cost or relatively low cost because they're a charity that I care about, that I've built and established a relationship with, or somebody within that organization I've built an established relationship with. So I'm fine to offer, even if it's just a short period of time. After that, however, people have to pay for my time, right? I also think it's important to try and, sometimes you can assess whether somebody who's asking to pick your brain is going to turn into a customer or a client. So I would assess, how long has your relationship been going? Have they been supportive in the past? Do you want to? Some people I actually just like we like each other via social media, and I want to, and I see what they're trying to do. I've got a spare 10 minutes, and it's the 10 minutes I could spend drinking some tea or watching something on Netflix, or I could offer some advice. And so sometimes I just say, you know what, I like you. You've shown yourself to be somebody who's actually been engaging. You care about what I do. We have great conversations. And so, yeah, I'll give you a few minutes of my time and I'll answer a couple of questions. But I always think it's important to try and redirect individuals to your website, to a newsletter, to a resource, or a paid for consultation. Keep it as cute as possible, keep it as polite as possible, but remember to reassert, make sure you affirm your boundaries, make it clear, what the timelines are. If it's an individual who, some people will keep coming back, so you have to make it clear pretty much from the beginning. I really don't like that term, pick your brains, because I just feel like it has a lot of it's got more negative connotations now, I think, because people have just started just to take the mickey. You know, just take the mic. It's one thing asking for a favor, asking for a question, you know, asking a question or piece of advice once, but after a while, people are just starting to take the mic, and they could pay for some time. They could attend one of your seminars or your webinars, or they could watch a video like this. So the next time somebody asks to pick your brain, just say, oh no, you can't pick my brain, but you can pick Veronika's brain. Virtually, via her YouTube channel. I hope this has been useful. Leave other suggestions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. You should be subscribed by now though, surely. Thanks everybody, take care, have a great day.